Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. And so off the tip, it's the Trailblazers. Pass to Henderson. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Graham.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
There are very few guys that move with the grace that Antetokounmpo does on his drives. He's got an easy, long, ground-eating gait that's very effective.
Now here's Henderson. Second shot opportunity. Williams misses.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Inside. Avdia with a steal. Williams up top. And then he packs it down right over Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Antetokounmpo outside to the inside. Lopez can't hit.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Here's Lillard, following the bucket by the Blazers. Down low, and stolen by Williams. And that one's good, Sharp.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Antetokounmpo, that's good.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Sharp, no good. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. A clear look for Antetokounmpo. Can't nail the jumper.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Outside for Henderson. Outside Sharp. Lets the three fly. Hits the trifecta. Sharp's got 5 now.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Bucks trail by 8. Antetokounmpo outside. Let's go with a 3. And it's Portland with a rebound. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis' career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Henderson for 3. Knocks down the long J.
There's something Henderson is still working on, getting his three-point shot to be a little more consistent.
And the dunk by Lillard.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
The Bucks trail by 11. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating. Ryan, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career.
Hey, certain guys just exude that it factor. Damian Lillard is a great player and a terrific leader.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
And the Bucks making a change here. Now here's Henderson. 5 points in the game. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts. Yeah, a ripped physical guard. Henderson's competitive nature and drive to keep improving is really impressive.
Here's Lillard. Driving inside. And the dunk by Lillard.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And here are the Trailblazers now, after the Bucks picking up a basket just moments ago. And it's rejected.
Using that 7'2" wingspan, very effective. Porter's just obliterated that shot.
Now here's Lillard. He has 6. Count it. Lillard's got 8 points.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here. So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And so it's
The Bucks. 12.
great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Portland.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Knocks it down from distance.
The more Porter Jr. hits this, the more driving lanes will appear for him.
Grant, there have been so many great players that have gone through Portland over the years.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's almost 50 years since their last title. It's a great city with a great fan base. And for their sake, I hope their second title comes soon.
There's 5 on the clock. And Giannis with the dunk.
Boy, that stick-to-itiveness, not to give up on that play. Giannis never giving in or giving up.
Pass to Green. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Antetokounmpo outside. Sharp grabs the miss. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Pass to Aiden. And that one's good.
Grown man strength right there. Aiden just pushing through contact and getting it done.
Antetokounmpo, right side. The shot misses. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Bucks
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Aiden. Back to Henderson. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And what a night for Scoot Henderson. I mean, he's been torching them. Scoot's physical gifts have been too much to handle.
Porter looks it over. Back to Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Sharp. Henderson drives in. Avdia from outside. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Yeah, great find right there by Henderson. He is such a gifted facilitator.
And the timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Milwaukee making a switch here. Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
Yeah, sticking it to them inside. Good luck throwing Ayton off when he attacks like this.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Some solid defense from Williams. Trailblazers lead by 12. It's Avdia on the wing. Henderson, right side. Pass to Ayton. Clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ayton's got 6.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
Portland shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction. Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one's off. Still out of sync. Portland leading by 17. And it's the Trailblazers on the break.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Milwaukee. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Henderson.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Trent for 3. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Trent's got his first 3 points of the game.
Hey, when you're big and passes like Portis did there, the defense has to just tip their hat on that one.
Trent outside. Misses the 3. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. It's the Trailblazers. They lead by 18. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. The Bucks trail by 18. Lillard outside. Lopez, the screen. The 3-ball. Portland with a rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. To the middle. Here's Klingon. Out to Simons. Pass to Grant. 3-pointer. Damian Lillard with the rebound. Here's Milwaukee.
You know, depending on where Jeremy Grant's been, he's filled a lot of different roles. He's been asked to be the alpha or the second option or even a role player. But whatever it is, he's always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team.
And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
Misses in close. Portland leading by 16. Simons outside. Pass to Grant. Back to Simons. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 18. Lillard right side. And there it is for him. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
Gotta like that attacking mindset of Lillard. I mean, very confident in his ability to score and finish inside.
On the wing, Simons. Pass to Kamari. Fires the three. Drills it from deep. Kamari's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate. Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant. Moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
For your Blazer Dancers.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Lillard deciding where to go with it. From deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some.
3 points.
Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Watch out now. Lillard is smoking and looking to score every time he touches it.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's Grant. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
The inside defense gets right up on Grant, but he stays cool and finds a way through to his finish.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Over to the left wing. Inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, be careful. Clinging kid bring down the house.
And it's Lillard penetrating. And the dunk by Lillard.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And it's off from three-point range. Portland leading by 20. Out to Simons. Grant outside. Pass to Klingon. Simons with it. Clock at 4. Here's Klingon. Defended by Portis. Lets it go from deep. They get it again. And here's Grant from the arc. Pure from three-point range. Grant's got 7 points here in the quarter.
And the corner pocket was open, and Grant took advantage.
Trent's shot is off. And it's Simons with the ball for the Trailblazers. Thybulle on the wing. There's the triple. Rebounded by Lopez. Portis outside. The layup off target. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Portland ahead, running away with this one. And time for a short break. Stay right.
30 seconds.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Portland leading by 23. And here's Simons. Pass to Klingon. Rebounded by Green. And here's Milwaukee now. Portis for 3. No good there.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Basket counts.
You know that this is where Giannis wants the ball, but how do you stop him? I don't have the answer.
Outside Thybulle. Grant outside. 4-3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Grant's got 10 points in just the second half.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Unable to get that one. Good D by Antetokounmpo. There's the steal. Now the Blazers moving it up. Here's Thybulle. Another 3 for Portland. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you can fire 3 of your own. Boom. Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Now Grant, down low. A nice shot by Klingon.
At 7'2", Klingon is very comfortable in the paint, and he can just own that area.
Green for 3. Portland grabs the miss.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Thybulle. Off target from outside.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. That sends Bobby Portis to the free throw line. That's on Anthony Simons. So both teams changing it up here. And Clark, Bobby Portis has really become a fan favorite around the league.
He sure has. He's one of my favorites. I mean, everybody loves Bobby Buckets, and I think it's because he's got a blue-collar style and mentality. He's not a guy that was super highly touted coming into the league, and he brings great energy, passion, and tenacity, and he produces.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal
The size and length of Bobby Portis making him a problem in the paint.
shooting for Milwaukee.
He makes 1 or 2 that time.
2 minutes.
One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
Lillard outside. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter.
Damian Lillard.
Sinks it from distance.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
To the left side wing. Here's Rupert. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Trailblazers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And what a huge performance it was for Scoot Henderson.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend. And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Here's Benton. Outside Murray. A deep three. Giannis with the rebound. Here's Milwaukee. They're on an 11-3 run. A shot by Lillard, no good. Now here's Murray. So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily. Well, this might not